morning, Miss Kitt.
Hello.
Hey, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back. When you come back from this commercial break, we're going to talk some more with the fabulous Eartha Kitt. You're very lucky, honey. Go ahead, Jerry. Go ahead and play, baby. The thing that always it doesn't get me anymore, but it used to get me all the time, is people would come up and they say, "You're so articulate," and they would articulate it to you as though you somehow weren't going to get. They say, "You're so articulate. Why?" And I would say, "Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, I went to school. You know, I have a learning experience. I mean, but I can't imagine not being able to try to make my way here." Now, you and Dorothy Dandridge and all those folks that came before, there wasn't really an outlet for you to go and explore who and what you wanted to do in this area.
Especially if you're mulatto. Because you see, and particularly now in these modern times, you have to look a certain color on the television and in the movies. We did I did a film with Sammy Davis Jr., Ana Lucasta. I was in the running for Academy Award. 2,500 cinemas of the United States of America wouldn't take it because I didn't look black enough on the screen, making love to a black man. And there was things that everybody said.
But then they weren't going to let you in the front door either, because maybe you were too black. You know what I mean? You can't win.
That's right. I know, because when I first started with Catherine Dunham Ballet Company now in Las Vegas, my dear, we, as beautiful a dancers as we were, could come through the kitchen and go on stage and knock ourselves out, you know, doing all of our wonderful things, could not come through the front door. So when I became the hot thing in the United States and all over the world, my contract said, at Las Vegas particularly, I will not work in front of a segregated audience. I used to go to Dorothy Dandridge when she was there at the same time I was. She was working at the Last Frontier or one of those Frontier. I went to Dorothy. Now, Dorothy is the same color I am. And I said, "Dorothy, we have to go downstairs and just walk through the lobby." She said, "No, I can't do that. I don't want to be embarrassed." I said, "If you're not going to take the chance of being embarrassed, we'll never be able to get us to be walking through the front door." Now, I had a special situation there because of Belden Cattleman, who owned his own place. It was not syndicated in any way. So no matter what I wanted to do, but I didn't pay any attention to this prejudice thing. I didn't even think about it. I would go to the tables with money that Belden Cattleman gave me. He would give me $200 a night to go to the gambling table. I'd put 100 in my bosom, and then the other one I put on the table. You know, I never refused except at the Sands Hotel.
Really?
Where Sammy Davis was working and Frank Sinatra and all of those guys were working there. And I went to the Sands Hotel, not even thinking about it, and I went to the gambling table and put $1 down. I'm not a gambler, but I just put $1, and then finally the management came over and said, "We wish that you wouldn't do that, Eartha." I thought it was marvelous. I said, "Oh, aren't they very concerned that we are hard-working artists? They don't want us to waste our money." It got back to Belden Cattleman that I was rejected at the gambling table, and he went with Joe E. Lewis, the comedian. He went up there with his boys, and he said, "Anything that woman wants to do, and all up and down the strip. If she's not allowed to do that, go into any place, you have to come and talk to me." But you see, that put Belden Cattleman in a very bad position, because then when Belden was burned out, the El Rancho was burned down. We still don't know until this day why it was burned down. That put me in a very bad position for the rest of the hotels, because I was considered the favorite girl of the most important guy on the strip. So it was difficult for me to get jobs in the other clubs there.